The Mediterranean Isle of Cyprus, a marriage hotspot for British couples. More than 4,000 pairs of UK lovebirds get hitched on the island every year. And giving wings to bridal dreams are the expat wedding planners. They've ditched rainy Britain for a life beside the sea.
Wow, wow, what an entrance.
Their mission? Bringing wedding bliss to hundreds of couples every year.
This is people's big day. I'm constantly thinking about plan B, plan C, constantly.
You're like, you're going to pass out on me, love.
But getting bride and groom down the aisle...
No, they're supposed to be decorated. My couple is not going to be happy that it's a black taxi.
...isn't as easy as it sounds.
Mum's feeling hot and stressed.
Can they meet the demands of loved-up couples and their guests?
Let's do it, let's get set up.
Arriving in their droves.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
And work their magic to create wedding wonders.
Oh, darling!
Today, there's love on the rocks.
Please don't fall over. The thing is, it's loose shale, so it's worrying.
The resurrection of an old venue.
When we came here earlier in the summer, there was a lot of building work going on, but we've come back to see how things are now.
And a musical mission.
My challenge of the week, find a ukulele.
I don't even know what it is, what it looks like, how big it is.
Thanks to its long sandy beaches, glorious sunshine and endless blue skies, over 1 million Brits travelled to Cyprus last year. Many of those are getting married with the help of planners like Vicky Squirrel, who came here as a tourist 4 years ago and stayed.
We've been coming here on holiday for so many years and fell in love with the island. Can't beat that view. Stunning. And decided to move here. I've got 2 hours to get everything done. I made it on time.
Since then, she's planned over 100 weddings in Cyprus.
We roll with the punches. It's just keeping calm, dealing with the issue at hand, doing whatever can be done to make the clients happy.
Hoping Vicky will keep them happy are her next bride and groom-to-be.
Ow. Ow.
Outdoor lovers Lindsay, aged 30, and Paul, aged 40, from Hampshire.
We watched a lot of our friends getting married before us, and they had some beautiful big weddings, and we just thought, this isn't us.
We definitely want a small, intimate wedding somewhere. We like climbing, walking, and sort of the outdoor activities, really.
They're getting hitched at a Shipwreck gazebo in Paya, followed by a meal at a traditional taverna for £4,000. Council Administrator Lindsay and Projects Manager Paul are having just 8 guests at their wedding, including Paul's daughters.
What do you want for breakfast?
Ice cream.
You want ice cream for breakfast? You can't have ice cream.
Pancakes.
So I've got 2 daughters, Amy and Lily, 10 and 12, from a previous marriage.
They're excited because they're going to be bridesmaids. They're excited because Daddy's finally marrying Lindsay, and they've never been abroad before.
Lindsay and Paul have been together for 9 years.
I think I've been hassling Paul to marry me for at least 4 of those.
It feels longer.
The 2 adventurers met at a scout group Lindsay was involved with.
Paul came down and joined in being a leader with us. And we were just flirting a bit, really.
We did flirt around quite a bit, to be fair. We left for that evening, and then I got a phone call later about sort of 11:15, asking what I was up to.
And I went over to his house and I never left.
With just 4 days until the ceremony, planner Vicky's on her way to collect Lindsay and Paul so they can see their coastal shipwreck location for the first time.
Hi, Vicky.
Hello. Nice to finally meet you. It feels like ages, but it's not been ages, has it really?
No.
It's come around so quickly.
Yeah.
Right.
Scary.
Let's get this done.
I've only ever seen pictures of the venue, so I'm quite nervous to see it. It's on a ship. Oh, I'm excited about this.
What do you got to think about the ship?
Look at that. I want a shipwreck in my wedding photos. The water's so clear, isn't it?
So clear, this thrill-seeking bride sussing out a wedding day dip.
What's the chances of paddling in a wedding dress?
The paddling wouldn't be a problem once you're down there. I'm not sure how you'd get down there.
You've not met Liz before, have you?
Beautiful.
So you like?
Yes, I love it.
Lindsay's venue nerves may be gone, but there is a problem with the bridesmaid's shoes she ordered online.
They got washed away in flooding in China
We literally found out.
a week before we flew out.
They managed to buy bridesmaids Amy and Lily some last-minute replacements, but they don't fit.
Problem is, the girls have adult-sized feet now, but they don't have, like, adult-sized ankles and things. So I'm having to, like, nip them in and then cover them with flowers around it so that you can't see it.
So you've got a little sewing job to do?
Yeah.
That'll be sitting around the pool sometime mending shoes.
That's the one.
And now they've seen the venue, the girls' ill-fitting shoes have become more of a worry than ever.
The ground is quite rough, and they were absolutely adamant they wanted some little heels for the day. Amy's all right walking around, but Lily...
I don't think she's really ever worn heels before, is she? So it could be interesting.
But Vicky's more concerned about the bride's plan to paddle at the foot of a cliff.
I've got lots of fears about her clambering down the rocks. Dirty dress, ripping the dress, hurting herself, not being able to get back up. The list is endless. It's really not something I think she should be doing. I have grave concerns.
Cyprus's year-round sunny weather is a big draw for couples looking for an exotic wedding location without an exotic price tag. Someone who's organised thousands of weddings over the last 22 years is British planner Sharon Mazura.
Agnes, can you check from the top? It's the same height.
I'm sure during the 22 years that I've been here, I've been faced with everything, every problem.
Another issue. I've just seen another issue. I need to catch him quick. Everything has to be perfect. And if it's not, it has to be done again until it is perfect.
They can rely on me, they trust me, they've got their heart and soul into me, and I will never, ever let a person down.
Sharon's next clients are 33-year-old retail manager Danielle and 29-year-old warehouse worker Jake from South Wales.
Very happy. Thank you very much.
They've been together for 5 years, after Danielle made the first move.
We went on a works night out. I plucked up the courage to give him a little kiss, and I think he was a bit surprised.
Yeah, I was quite surprised. He decided to jump in and kiss me. And I didn't realize she felt that way about me.
3 years on, Jake proposed.
He surprised me on my birthday. He wanted to give me my present. He was very excited, more excited than a child at Christmas. So I opened my present and there was the engagement ring. Nice, I didn't have a clue.
She's good fun. She's really fun to be with. That's what attracted me the most.
Danielle and Jake have chosen to get married at Lember Bridge, a hillside beauty spot, followed by dinner and celebrations on one of Sharon's luxury yachts. Their budget is £10,000.
I'm falling.
Danielle has 2 children from a previous relationship, 14-year-old Emily and Toby, who's 11.
Slippery.
As a tribute to her mum and Jake, Emily's planning to play a ukulele at the wedding.
I want to make her proud in doing something that I love, to show her that she means a lot to me, and I'm happy that she's found someone she loves.
But there's a problem.
I left my ukulele at home because it wouldn't fit in the luggage.
Danielle and Jake are meeting Sharon and her colleague Steph to finalise all the wedding plans.
I'm just going to literally run through everything that we've basically done on email just to make sure everything's correct. Anything you want to change, no problem at all, OK? What colour organza bows do you want on the chairs? Is it kind of this pink or is it a bit lighter?
Lighter.
A bit lighter. OK, just give me 1 minute and I'm just going to go and grab them, OK?
So, Jake, what colour suits are you going for?
Grey and white.
Waistcoat?
Waistcoat.
And a jacket as well?
And jacket.
I'm impressed. It is going to be warm, admittedly. If you feel you're not going to manage the jacket, then don't put it on, just go waistcoat. The worst thing to happen is if you put the jacket on and you're really sweating and then you can't take it off because your shirt's going to be wringing as well. I can't help you on that one. OK? I'd love to, but I can't.
So this is more of a baby pink, so it's a bit lighter than this one.
Yeah.
OK.
Yeah.
So, Danielle, can I ask who's going to be giving you away on the wedding day?
Yes, my mum.
Your mum. And mum's name is?
Louise.
Danielle's dad passed away last year, and she wants to ensure he's not forgotten on the big day.
Can I have one seat empty on my side, please?
Yeah.
And then that'll be for Dad. And then I'm going to put my bouquet on there when I come down the aisle.
OK, yeah, no, that's fine. Would you like a candle of remembrance as well, putting on the table? Maybe we can light the candle.
If you go on.
Yeah?
So I've got a couple of notes here. Now, your daughter is Emily. Is she still playing a musical instrument on board?
She didn't bring it.
She didn't bring
Couldn't
it?
get it. No, couldn't get it over, sorry.
OK, no worries.
Is it a musical instrument maybe we can get hold of, is it?
Ukulele.
Ukulele.
It's a ukulele. I don't know whether we get all one.
Jake also has a special tribute, this time for Danielle.
I have a surprise for her that
OK.
I would want.
Danielle, please, if you can excuse us. Thank you, darling. So, what have we got?
I'm planning to organise like a scrapbook that I've made myself. I haven't got wrapping paper though. That's
Okay.
another thing for
We
me.
can organise that. OK, so that's all sorted. Anything else? You've got any questions or anything?
I'm happy if you're happy.
Happy.
Super duper. OK then. Well,
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait now, Sharon. So reassuring. She's amazing, to be fair.
a lot going on. With all my experience, and I've never ever been faced with a ukulele finding, my challenge of the week, find a ukulele.
Coming up.
So it looks like you've bent the needle again, babe.
Emergency bridal shoe repairs.
I don't have the energy for any more stitching. I've spent hours on them. I'm stitched out.
And
Up you go, on the tree.
Sharon's on a quest for perfection.
Excellent. And one more. Where shall we go?
They were all over the place.
In Paphos, it's the day before Lindsay and Paul's Shipwreck wedding, and planner Vicky's prepping for the ceremony.
So I've gone with the beachy theme for their table because the ceremony's on the beach, so and it goes nice with the mint green.
Up the road in Coral Bay, bride Lindsay's busy too, tightening the ankle straps on her bridesmaid shoes.
How's it going? So it looks like you've bent the needle again, babe.
Yes. So what I did was totally underestimated how difficult it was to actually stitch leather.
The bridesmaid shoes that Lindsay originally ordered never arrived, so these are a last-minute replacement.
I had to bring them in, take about 2 centimetres off of them. They didn't really fit very well around the heel.
Are you wanting it on there?
Yeah.
OK, well, it's just...
Hang on.
I was going to say we just cut the thread.
Oh, yes.
You've got it, well done.
Yes, we're OK. The heels are a lot higher than I really would have liked the children to wear.
And they were adamant they were going to have them. They were so excited about it. It's just like, oh, what's the worst that can happen? It was just like, if they go over, they'll get back up.
But it's not just the aisle the girls have to manage in their high heels. After the ceremony, the wedding party has a short walk along the rugged coastline to a bar where they'll wait for the sunset.
Vicky suggested the bar. She said it was a very nice bar.
It's an ideal location. I can't think of anywhere better to just sit and have a drink, looking out over the sea there. It's a really good suggestion from Vicky.
Except back at her base in Paphos, Vicky's made an unfortunate discovery.
Found out that the beach bar that they were going to have drinks at while they're waiting for the sun to set, before their sunset photos, they're closed on a Monday.
Which is the day Lindsay and Paul are getting married.
So I had a little panic.
With the bar shut, it's up to Vicky to come up with plan B for sunset drinks. With just 24 hours before bride Danielle and groom Jake's wedding, planner Sharon is trying to find a ukulele.
Hello? Yeah, I wonder if you can help me at all. Do you actually hire ukuleles?
Danielle's daughter Emily was planning to perform at the wedding, but she's left hers at home.
I've been a bit worried because I haven't been able to practice, and I'd like to be able to.
With just a few music shops in Paphos, Sharon's on a mission to find a replacement.
What is this ukulele?
What is it?
I don't even know what it is, what it looks like, how big it is.
Right, it looks like a guitar to you, and in fact, it looks like a mini guitar.
Okay.
Okay, but it has to be the soprano size. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Learn something new every day.
If not, ring me.
OK, will do.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Check out, bye.
See you later.
Jake also has a last-minute challenge. He's trying to complete a special surprise scrapbook for Danielle.
I've cooked up a nice scrapbook for Danielle. It's little bits and pieces of memories and pictures of me and her, little things that will remind her of the good times we had. The only thing that worries me is if I've done enough pages for it. Ma, Dad, come and look at this.
Ooh.
Oh, it's the work of art.
You got my talent.
She will be surprised.
She will.
Yeah, she will be surprised, and
She will like it.
I'm quite nervous to show her, actually.
Jake has his worries, but there's good news at Sharon's office. It's mission accomplished.
Sharon, we got the ukulele.
Well done! Absolutely brilliant. Oh, it's so cute, isn't it?
It is, very cute.
Oh, bless her.
Got one of these as well.
Lovely. She's going to be really happy that she'll be able to play
Aww.
at her mum's wedding. All these years of doing it, I've never been asked for a ukulele. But well-sourced, well-found, everything. Perfect. High five.
But with the day of the wedding closing in, there will be little time for daughter Emily to practice. English is widely spoken in Cyprus, one of the many reasons Brits choose it as a wedding location.
Good morning. Hi, it's Jo, the wedding planner.
Wedding planner 45-year-old Jo Hayworth has been helping couples get hitched in the Cyprus sun for the past 6 years. And this has been one of her busiest seasons yet.
OK, thank you. In you go, groomsmen.
When you're planning a wedding, the venue is key, so Jo's always on the lookout for new top-notch locations.
You want the wow factor. You want guests to walk into a wedding venue and they go, wow.
Today, she's heading out to the hills above Paphos town to check out one she's hoping might be a hidden gem.
And I just hope that it's as good as it looks on the photographs because it's in a superb location. We have a lot of phone calls over the course of a year from different venues wanting to work with us. But we don't tend to take more than 1 or 2 on a year, really. So I'm quite picky when it comes to wedding venues. I've got to ensure that it's got all the components right because the wedding venue ultimately reflects on the wedding planner.
Owner George is hoping to seal the deal.
I'm excited for Jo to come to see the place, the view, to show her how nice our venue is. For some people, they like to have the special day, the wedding. So let's hope everything's gonna be okay.
Wow.
That view is just jaw-dropping. What a backdrop to have for your wedding venue. I'm really, really excited to have a look inside now.
It's a promising start, but there's a lot Jo needs to find out before deciding whether or not to take it on as one of her venues.
Hello, George.
Hi, how are you?
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, this is amazing. Really.
You like it?
It's like being on the top of a cliff.
It's certainly got the wow factor, but Jo needs to consider if it will work for weddings.
And the space is nice here. It's very open.
We have this area, we have outside area also.
Yeah, I can do many different setups here, either the long tables or the
Yeah, of
round.
course.
You have both.
Yes,
huh?
also.
What size have you had here? Have you had 50, say?
The maximum we can do is around 200.
Well, we don't. The
yes.
UK weddings are not usually
Yes,
that big,
yes,
so
yes, yes,
that's fantastic. So, should we go and have a look outside?
Yes, of course. Come with me.
Jo knows that being able to sit in the Cyprus sun is a must for many of her UK clients.
They do the ceremony over here. The people sit over here.
Ah, so you've had ceremonies out in this bit
Yes,
as well?
yes.
And they've got that same amazing view, obviously. I'm really excited about this venue. It's got everything and more. The views are magnificent. There's lots of space inside.
But there's one very important thing to discover, which could be make or break.
Now I'm sort of itching to find out what the menus are like and see what the food's like, because obviously that's a massive part of any wedding venue.
In Coral Bay, north of Paphos.
You're never going to say another thing in your life, are you?
Nope. It's now the day before Lindsay and Paul get married at the Shipwreck gazebo, organised by planner Vicky. Lindsay has almost finished altering the bridesmaid shoes.
Don't have the energy for any more stitching. I've spent hours on them. I'm stitched out. If the shoes don't fit, I think I'm going to cry.
So, girls, here's your shoes. Try them on and just see if the ankle strap is any better. How are we doing? Do you want me to do that one? Yeah.
Struggling.
Yeah, they feel like more tighter.
So, that's looking good. How does it feel?
It feels good. It doesn't feel looser anymore.
Good. That's what I like to hear. And do a little twirl, Amy.
Whilst 12-year-old Amy seems at home in high heels,
I'll go and have a little practice. Check you're okay.
10-year-old Lily's not so sure.
Struggling. It is quite a struggle walking onto your tiptoes.
So I think when we get you walking down the aisle, we'll have you walking together so that you can catch each other.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
Yeah.
She'll drag me down with her.
Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. It's Monday and the day of the wedding. With the local bar they'd picked closed, planner Vicky's having to arrange the post-ceremony drinks herself.
They're very outdoorsy people. They go climbing, they, do all these outdoor activities.
She's serving them on the beach.
Pink bubbly for the girls, some good old Cypriot beer for the boys, and we've got some Coke and some water. So I think there's plenty all around there. I think that'll keep everyone going. Not having any drinks at all down there wouldn't really be a great idea for today. It's hot, so I think it definitely requires drinks. I'm hoping that goes down well.
So that's the drinks sorted. Now all she has to worry about is the bride and groom's plan to climb down the cliffs for a paddle.
Definitely intending to still go in the sea. So we were considering sort of bikinis under the wedding dress. But we've been told quite categorically we're not allowed to do that. So we're still just going to have to make the most of paddling in the sea.
The thing that's concerning me at the moment about today is Lindsay and her little expedition down the side of the cliff to have a paddle. It would be a massive relief if she listens to me and doesn't go in the sea, but I somehow think that she's really got it in her head that she wants to go.
Coming up,
We've got a bit of an issue at the moment.
Groom Paul has a dress disaster.
Looks like I'm being padlocked for the day. I'm not too sure how Liz is going to react to this.
And butterflies on a boat for Emily.
I've not practiced as much as I would like to. I'm nervous to mess up.
In the southwest of Cyprus, it's the morning of the hillside wedding for planner Sharon's clients, Danielle and Jake. And one of their guests has a special delivery for the bride.
Thank you.
Well, he's been awake all night.
Has he? Oh, don't tell me that.
Jake's handmade wedding present.
Oh. Look, his bee. Oh. Oh my days. I love this. This is amazing. He's a clever boy, isn't he? Aww. It's really sweet. Jake's very creative. Very creative. He's so much more creative than me. And it's like lots of our memories throughout the years he's just put together and made a nice little scrapbook of just stuff places we've been and seen and done.
At Lember Bridge, Sharon and her team are busy transforming the hillside beauty spot into a ceremony venue.
Up you go. On the tree. I want hearts on the tree. Excellent. You can see what I do to my people, huh? I make them even jump up a tree to be able to satisfy our lovely brides. Katie, could that go in front of that monstrosity in there? I just don't want that to be seen, you see. But will it...
What we could try and do is tie it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's better because it covers that. That's done. Fans on the seat ready. Okay. All systems good.
Sharon's colleague Steph now has a surprise for Danielle's daughter Emily. She's tracked down a ukulele for her to play at the wedding.
Hi, Danielle. Happy wedding day.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good. Got the ukulele?
Yeah.
I feel ecstatic now that the ukulele is here. I'm able to practice and hopefully we could pull it off later.
But now she's left with little time to rehearse before the performance. In the hills above Paphos, planner Jo is exploring a possible new venue to add to her wedding portfolio.
It's like being on the top of a cliff.
So far, she's impressed with the views and its location, but she needs to cast a critical eye over the menu.
Right, so this is an example menu of the set menu.
It's one of our set menus.
Okay, lovely. So we have a nice mix, a traditional Cyprus salad, which is great with the feta. And then you've got nice, a lovely main course there, the chop.
And always everything is fresh.
And then a nice, this is quite nice to end with because you're bringing a bit of an English element as well as the Cyprus with the apple pies and butterscotch caramel sauce. Wow.
And also we can do new things if some people
We can
like.
tailor-make. If somebody wants, for instance, prawn and avocado starter and then they want steak, and we can do that, yeah?
And what's a wedding without a bit of bubbly?
So we can do welcome drinks, maybe a Prosecco, Bucks Fizz.
They can choose Prosecco, sparkling wines, anything they like.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Do you offer any drinks packages with local wine and beer?
Yes, we have very nice local wines.
Yes.
And can give good price to the people.
We can do that for the people,
yes,
maybe like for 2 hours or something.
Yes, of course.
And then they can have a cash bar.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, that's good.
Jo's making all the right noises, but she usually only adds one new venue to her list every year.
So, don't know how you feel, but I'm very happy.
I'm happy also.
I hope we can, you know, start working together.
Why not?
So I'll give you a call and we'll come up and we can
Thank you very much.
get selling.
Yeah, why not?
OK, thank you very much,
Thank
George.
you very much.
Really
Thank you.
lovely to meet you. Wow, that is fantastic. What a venue. George seems such a nice guy. He's very open to ideas, which is great for a wedding planner. And as far as the venue goes, it's just a wedding planner's dream, really. Yes, it's definitely quite an exciting visit today. I'm really happy.
Perfect. Everything's all right.
In Coral Bay, it's almost time for outdoor lovers Lindsay and Paul's Shipwreck wedding, organised by planner Vicky.
Really excited, but I am starting to get a bit nervous. I'd just like to get to the beach now and just see Paul as we walk down the aisle, and I can't wait to give him a hug and a kiss.
The bridesmaids are ready with their new footwear.
We've had a few practices walking in our shoes.
But the groom's got a problem.
We've got a bit of an issue at the moment in that I've looked through my bag and I've got no cufflinks. They've disappeared. I've sent the best man off to go and see what he can find. Hopefully he might have a set in his case.
Don't have cufflinks. Improvise and adapt and overcome. How ironic do you want your marriage to be?
In the lack of cufflinks, it looks like I'm being padlocked for the day. She's gonna kill me, you know that. I'm not too sure how Lindsay's gonna react to this, but hopefully she'll see the funny side.
It turns out, padlocks aren't exactly designed to fit through shirt cuffs.
These are a lot harder to put on than cufflinks.
But Paul's made it work.
Here goes nothing. Is this the end of my freedom?
Securely padlocked, Paul's on his way. Planner Vicky collects the bride. Bridesmaids safely down the aisle. It's time for Paul and Lindsay to get married.
Ready? Look each other face to face, please.
I call upon all persons here present to witness, I, Paul, accept you, Lindsay, as my lawful spouse, until death separates us.
Thank you very much, Paul. Lindsay, please the same.
To love and to share with you, as from this day, moments of joy and sorrow, wealth and poverty, happiness and unhappiness, throughout our lives, until death separates us.
As from this moment, I pronounce you husband and wife. You can kiss your wife, Paul.
Did you see what we ended up with?
I looked at the coupling and I just laughed, but I actually felt they were quite suiting.
Ceremony over, the bride and groom want a dip, but they have to clamber down the rocks in their full wedding outfits, much to planner Vicky's concern.
Lindsay and Paul have gone down to the sea. She's clearly adventurous. Please don't fall over.
1 foot out of place on the rocks could see the bride in A&E. The Paphos region is a World Heritage Site dating back to the 12th century BC. Its architecture creates a stunning backdrop to many wedding ceremonies. Mother and daughter wedding planners Sue and Katie are on the lookout for a new venue to stay ahead of the competition.
It's actually quite hard being a wedding planner in Cyprus now because all the hotels now are doing their own planning, so the independents have to stay a little bit of step ahead and try and find somewhere a little bit different, so we're always looking out.
They've lost one location, the hammam, as it's undergoing renovation.
It's a building site. Oh, wow. Fabulous wedding venue, but a little bit messy at the moment. As you can see, we've got diggers, angle grinders, and a general mess, really, so obviously we can't possibly have a wedding here.
Today they're visiting a historic location they hope to use instead.
Oh, wow, it's pretty, isn't it? I'm hoping this is going to be a nice venue for a small wedding. It'd be nice to find something that's quite small, that doesn't overwhelm the people, basically, because we've got lots of venues that we can choose for the bigger weddings, but we struggle a little bit to find something suitable for the sort of 2 people or 3 or 4 people weddings. Oh, this is really nice, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
Wow.
Wow.
I never knew this was here.
Not
Amazing. Yeah, 20 people or less. 2 would be perfect, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really nice, and it's private. Yeah, I like this a lot.
But on closer inspection, it's the finer details that aren't matching Sue and Katie's expectations.
Not practical for hills.
I wonder if you're allowed to throw confetti. I suspect probably not. It's a public gallery, so we'll need to find out what the rules are when we've got a wedding going on, whether they'll actually close the gallery or whether they'll still have people coming in. Yeah. It wouldn't be ideal having members of the public just wandering in and out. We'll have to have a look to find out where all the roads and paths go. I don't know whether there's public access for these.
A few doubts are setting in.
I don't know, because normally you have the bride coming behind, because otherwise she'd have to walk sort of round there and then round here, which is a bit odd, isn't it? Because everyone will have seen her. So I'm not quite convinced about that. I mean, would you turn the whole thing round? Probably not.
The courtyard's ruled out.
It's different to find unique venues because there's not very many in Cyprus.
With more wedding inquiries than ever, they need to find another option, and quickly. At Paul and Lindsay's Shipwreck wedding with planner Vicky, the newlyweds are determined to celebrate their marriage with a paddle in the sea.
The thing is, it's loose shale, so it's always a bit worrying.
They're quite slippery, actually.
They make it down in one piece. And it's not long...
You're stealing my thunder!
...before the entire wedding party join them.
If my shoes go out there, you're following them.
Now time for Vicky to open her makeshift beach bar.
I'm just going to pour the ice over the drinks. Guys, you can come and get some drinks if you like. Woo. They've all made it up, all unscathed. A little bit of dirty bums, maybe, but otherwise they're not doing too bad. There you go, Smith. Beer?
With the drinks a success...
Right, happy now?
Yeah, we're going to go now.
It's off to the reception.
The paddle in the sea was amazing.
We're finally married after 9 years, which is really, really good.
And it was beautiful. We couldn't have asked for a better wedding.
No.
It was just personal, it was us, it was intimate, and it was just beautiful.
Definitely. That's all we wanted.
Lindsay and Paul have been such a nice, relaxed couple. They're so genuine, really friendly, and it's been a pleasure to be their wedding planner.
Coming up, groom Jake's getting hot under the collar.
I'm quite anxious when it comes to the heat and being out there.
And Emily makes her performance debut.
I've not practiced as much as I would like to. I'm nervous to mess up.
In the old town of Paphos, mother and daughter wedding planners Sue and Katie are on the hunt for a historic wedding venue to replace the hammam, which is currently being restored. But after drawing a blank so far...
No, I don't think that will work.
They're checking out the hammam.
hope this bit's nice and pretty again.
In the hope the restoration work has left it suitable for weddings again.
When we came here earlier in the summer, there was a lot of building work going on around the hammam, and we had to move a wedding to a different venue because of the surroundings just didn't look particularly nice. But we've come back to have a look and see how things are now, and hopefully it's all looking a lot better now. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's better, isn't it?
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah,
that's 10 times better.
Looking pretty good now.
It is looking very nice, beautiful.
And then when we put all our little magic touches on it, like chair bows, lanterns, we usually hang hearts in the trees. Yeah, cool. Back to where it should be.
Back to normal.
Definitely worth coming to have a look to see that things have been sorted out, because now we can start offering it again to our brides for next year and the year afterwards. Yeah, there's nowhere else like this that you could get married in Paphos, is there?
No.
So it's quite special, really, I think.
It's very unique, very special and beautiful at the same time.
Well, it's looking a lot better.
It's looking
a
very,
lot
very,
better.
very
Yeah,
beautiful,
hammam
sorry.
is back in business, I think, for next year.
Thank God for that.
At Lember Bridge, it's almost time for planner Sharon's clients, Danielle and Jake, to get married.
I'm feeling really, really anxious now. I just put my my shirt on and my waistcoat, and I'm already boiling.
With temperatures rising, Jake's decided on wearing a jacket.
I'm quite anxious when it comes to the heat and being out there.
But Sharon's well prepared.
They're not used to being dressed up for a wedding and coping with this. So it's better just to have a few bottles of water ready for them, just in case.
Hey.
Danielle is being given away by her mum Louise, but her late dad Bob is with them in spirit, on a special charm.
I'm going to try and fix this charm of Danielle's.
Do you know where it can go?
Danielle's dad onto the bouquet.
Dad's coming with me. He's fine.
They were very, very close, so it's just has to be part of it. It has to be part of the wedding. It's so beautiful, I thought. I'm glad.
And with Dad Bob's chair in place and a candle lit in his honour, Danielle and Jake can now become husband and wife.
I, Jake Dalton Garcia,
I, Jake Dalton Garcia,
accept you, Danielle Clareman,
accept you, Danielle Clareman,
as my lawful spouse.
as my lawful spouse.
I, Danielle Clareman,
I, Danielle Clareman,
accept you, Jake Dalton Garcia,
accept you, Jake Dalton Garcia,
as my lawful spouse.
as my lawful spouse.
I pronounce you husband and wife.
Jake survives the heat in his jacket, and Danielle's dad's presence was felt.
We managed to walk down the aisle in perfect harmony. I think Bob was with us. There was a rainbow came out just after the ceremony ended. So yeah, we think he was there.
With the ceremony complete, the wedding party head down to the harbour for their luxury yacht reception. And it's finally time for daughter Emily's musical debut.
I've not practiced as much as I would like to. I'm nervous to mess up.
Hi guys. Thank you so much for
come in. Emily's just going to do a little snippet. It's just her own music she's written.
Okay, take your time.
Thank you.
As the sun goes down on another spectacular wedding for planner Sharon, newlyweds Danielle and Jake party on with their families into the night.
Today was amazing.
Today was perfect. We really enjoyed ourselves. Emily didn't get to practice so much this week, so thanks so much to Sharon for grabbing her a ukulele so she could play at our wedding. Sharon's bent over backwards for us. They're fantastic. Every little thing I've asked for, they're just like, yes, yes.
Yeah.
It was very, very emotional, but a beautiful wedding. They've got every single thing that they wanted has happened for them.
Next time,
I think it needs to be cooler.
a father of the bride takes control.
In England, we like cold.
This is the opinion.
And tourists threaten to interrupt a wedding ceremony.
Do not enter. Please, 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Maybe 10.